As buses, cars, and trucks came streaming toward the checkpoint, we leered down the sights of our weapons, hearts pumping, fingers almost tugging on triggers. And we faced a litany of potential threats. Car bombs, rockets, gunfire. We also dealt with a litany of potential disasters. Traveling at 30 miles per hour, a car covers 50 meters in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds. Every one of us had 3 seconds to decide the fate of our platoon or the fate of a family of Iraqis. We have rules of engagement, and we know the enemy doesn't play by them. Shoot too late, and your squad is torn apart by a car bomb. Shoot too early, and you kill an innocent family of 5 and end up rotting in a military prison for the rest of your life. A scenario that happened more times than I can count goes like this. A white sedan comes barreling toward us. The headlights are out. The car's not slowing down. Maybe the driver can't see the line of soldiers in the street. Maybe he doesn't notice the headlights of 2 Humvees facing him. Maybe he's extremely drunk. Maybe the car is filled with 100 pounds of explosives. We wave our flashlights at the car, but he keeps coming. We scream, yell, and wave our arms, but he keeps coming. We fire warning shots in the air, but he keeps coming. The car is close enough now that I can see the outline of 3 passengers inside the cabin, but he keeps coming. I think about the fact that last week, another squad lit up a car and killed a little girl. The 30 cal rounds blew her head clear off her body. She was wearing a little blue dress. I saw the pictures. But the driver keeps fucking coming. Just a few weeks ago, 4 American soldiers were killed 10 blocks away when a car loaded with explosives ran a checkpoint. One of the soldiers had 5 kids. Another was 19 years old and had just gotten married. We fire rounds into the ground a few feet in front of the bumper, but he keeps coming. There are no alternatives left. The vehicle is close enough now that I can see dents in the orange hood. What would you do? What would you do? During my time in Iraq, my men and I were on all sides of the equation, but I never had a soldier killed or wounded on a checkpoint, never. Sometimes we shot, sometimes we didn't. Sometimes we were right, other times we were wrong. My dad told me before I left Iraq, remember son, it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I told my men the same thing. It's always your right to maintain self-defense. You make decisions and I'll back you up on it. I'd rather have you live your life with a mistake than end it here because of one. You know, when I read it in retrospect, it's like I think a lot of us were almost in a different mindset. And I think for those of you who've been in combat in whatever generation it was, I think you can relate to the fact that sometimes a switch goes on. And I think that our folks on the ground had a tremendous amount of compassion, and we minimized civilian casualties as much as